Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I know I have not been live in a day, or could be more than that in the kitchen, but I was live a few days ago or a day ago, right? So I am in my kitchen today. I do have to bake bread. I have not baked bread in a while because Daddy and I are in the gym and we have to stay away from a lot of carbs. So the amount of bread or the amount of times I would make bread has lessened. Right? So today I do have to make bread. I think the last time I made bread was sometime last week. So I do have to make bread today. So I'm gonna get those things sorted out on the table and then we're gonna start. So I do have my bowl here ready. So hi and welcome. Today we are making some bread. I'm gonna need some flour for some bread. I have not made bread in quite a while, so we're gonna get started. How has everybody's holiday been? Or how is it going? Soon for us, school is gonna resume next week for us, so we are also in the process of prepping my son, getting his mind and stuff ready for school, as well as me getting back to, doing what I have to do for him when it comes to preparing stuff for school. So today I have to make some bread. So that's what we're gonna start with. I'm gonna need my flour for bread. And this recipe usually gives me 4 loaves of bread as well. So I have my flour here that I'm gonna start with. I just have to cut down the bag a little. But I'm using Ibis all-purpose flour. And then my daughter is in the back. She's watching her show. 1 second, guys. Right, so we're gonna start off with some all-purpose flour, and I'm gonna put 5 cups of all-purpose flour in here. Now I have not came to show you guys any cooking in a little while, but due to the fact that I'm in the gym now, my husband and I are both in the gym, and what we have started eating has changed drastically. So there isn't much carbs that I'm eating anymore, or I'm still eating carbs, just not as much carbs. And then my husband's diet is completely different from ours. His is more on the sweet potato, veggies, eggs, chicken type of diet. So his one is very, very strict in terms of what he eats, and he eats the same thing. So with me, I have just a little more leeway as to what I would eat and how much of it I would eat. And so as a result, the amount of bread that I would eat has cut down drastically, and the amount of times that I would have to make bread now for the week has also decreased. So we are now making bread since last week, like Tuesday or Wednesday. So let's get into it. So I'm starting off with 5 cups of all-purpose flour. And yes, I am using a wet measurement cup to measure out my flour. So I'm using 5 cups of this, and this is a 1 cup liquid measuring cup, right? 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, so we have our 5 cups of flour here. I'm going to put a pinch of salt, which is roughly like a pinch if you want to do a pinch, or if you can also do like 1 teaspoon of salt, that's fine as well. We're going to do 1 packet of instant yeast. In my container here, yes, this is a Nesquik container, but it has sugar in it. It has brown sugar in it. I repurpose my containers, so there's brown sugar in there. And we're doing a 1/4 cup of sugar. Hi, Cash. My trainer did tell me I could start making sourdough bread, so we're gonna be making that pretty soon. But I know I wouldn't be able to do that on a live, so you all may get that in a video format. So we have a 1/4 cup of brown sugar here. So we have our 5 cups of flour, a teaspoon of salt, 1 packet of instant yeast, and a 1/4 cup of brown sugar. And I'm gonna get my margarine because we do need butter or margarine for this, whichever one you choose. This is the margarine that I am using. I'm using Imperial margarine. However, if you so choose to use butter, you can use butter, but I usually use margarine, and this is unsalted margarine. It comes with, the box comes with 2 of these sticks. I'm using half of this one, right? And what I'm going to essentially do is, if you don't have it all, that's fine. You cut it in half, and then you are going to just pop it in the microwave for around 25 to 30 seconds, melt it down, and then add it to your dough. So I do have a little bowl here. So for those of you who are new here, welcome to my channel. My name is Cherise. So we're gonna do half. Y'all are gonna find a little bit of everything happening on my page because I have opened up a little more to you guys, where you guys see a lot of different areas of my family life, you know, and y'all are really interested to see it. So there are parts of my business life that you all see. There are parts of my marriage life that you all see or even hear and experience. And then there are parts of my family life that you all are seeing, in addition to the cooking and the eating and all of that. So, hi, Smiling Clover. So what we're essentially gonna do is, we do have all our dry ingredients here, so we're just gonna take our hands and mix it up. And I like to use my hands because I like to be able to feel out the texture of my dough to know exactly how much water I need, if it's gonna be too dry, if it's gonna be too sticky and wet, and if I need to add any additional flour. So that's really important for me when it comes to me kneading my dough. Right? So we've mixed in all of those ingredients. Alright. Nice. Now we're gonna get our margarine because our margarine is melted down. So we do have to get it to put it into here. So our margarine has melted down and it's a nice liquid, right? If you don't want to use margarine or you don't have margarine or butter, you can also use a half cup of oil, vegetable oil. Don't use soybean oil, I use vegetable oil. So you can also use like a quarter to a half cup of vegetable oil in your dough as well, right? So it doesn't necessarily mean if you don't have butter you can't make bread. That's not how it works, right? Fortunately and unfortunately, my kettle stopped working last week, so I have to go repurchase one. So in the meantime, usually I would have hot water to mix with some room temperature water to get an ideal temperature gauge for my water, for my dough. However, we're gonna do this the other way. So I'm gonna fill up my cup with water and warm it up for like a roughly around 30 seconds. Times table, you're gonna do 8, 9, and 12 times tables, please. Brush up that here. Brush the hair. It's wet, so brush it. Yeah, so my son has to do some revision, so that is what I was just preparing him to do. As I said, school resumes next week Monday, so guess what has to happen? Revision has to resume because we want to make sure that he is sharp, right? So that's that. So I'm just waiting for my water to heat up, and I usually use 2 cups to 2.5 cups of water for my dough, and this is why I say I really like to be able to feel it out to know exactly how much I need. Alright, so we're gonna do 1 cup, and I'm gonna prepare the other cup. And usually when I'm making chicken, when I'm making bread, I also bake chicken. Sorry guys, I also bake chicken. So I do bake chicken for my husband and I to eat. So I'm waiting. My chicken's supposed to be thawed out by now because I've had it out all morning while I was waiting, while I was preparing my husband to go to work. So yeah, my next cup is ready. That's 12 o'clock. Guys, just excuse me for one minute. So yes guys, we're back. So I'm just gonna fill out my dough here and start kneading it in. We're definitely gonna need more water, but I like to be able to feel out the texture of my dough. Thank you, Lost Soul. Michael, can you come and put some more water for me, please?
Okay, sure.
No, you on that side, please.
Okay.
For half cup here. And put it for like 20 seconds.
Oh,
Half cup.
my God.
Half cup. Yeah. Good morning, sensational beauty. How are you? So we're making bread this morning. So like I was telling you guys, usually when I'm baking bread, I tend to bake chicken one time because my oven is on. Let's just do everything in the oven one time. So I am great. Yeah, I am great. So I like to do everything in my oven one time so that I don't bake one day and then bake another day.
My God.
If I have to do it, I will do it, but I kind of strategically try to get things done in my kitchen a certain time frame so like right now, it's pretty late for me to be baking because usually I would be finished baking like around this time. But I went to the gym last night, came back home kind of late, and slept a little bit longer because today is a rest day from the gym. So Nada, Michael is going to do some schoolwork.
No, I can go to school direct. Oh, it's not on my brain.
In addition to the baby sleeping, so guess what? We have to get this stuff done while the baby sleeps. 8, 9, and 12, yeah. No, leave that there, please.
Okay.
My daughter is doing the most this morning.
This. Can I have one piece?
No, just mommy's needing. Wait.
Oh, you're making bread?
Hi, Bella.
Making
So
some
y'all will
more
get a
bread.
sourdough recipe at some point because like I said, my trainer said to start making sourdough bread instead of white bread. So yeah, if you all see a little hand, my daughter is right there trying to pick at it. She plays with the dough. So at some point you're gonna get a sourdough recipe somewhere on my channel because I know I won't be able to go live with the sourdough. So there's that. And then I'm just gonna knead this for roughly about 4 to 6 minutes, right? And the reason that I use hot water or warm water, I would say not hot boiling water, but warm water to knead my dough is because it helps the dough to raise faster, which allows me to spend less time in the kitchen waiting for the bread to put the bread in the oven. So I do have chicken to bake. I have chicken to clean and bake for both my husband and I. We're gonna do some leg quarters. No. Bring that here, please.
Mom, I want to clean it.
No, you cannot have that right now.
Why?
Hi, Chris. Thank you, and same to you and your family. How are you? I know you were on the live the other day when I was doing one of my clients' makeup, but I couldn't do much interaction because it was very time sensitive. Yes, I appreciate you coming on also. Thank you to interact with me, even if it's just to say hi.
Why am I my best friend?
So I'm in my kitchen today. I don't have any clients as yet, but I do have a very busy day. Thank you so very much, Chris. So today I'm just trying to get in some cooking and housework done because it's also a rest day from the gym, so I'm body's a little sore too. I was telling my husband this morning, I feel like I'm moving a bit slower. He said, you know, that's not too bad. Just take your time. Because I'm usually very swift in the kitchen, but I'm a bit sore today. Alright, so our dough we have kneaded our dough. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to wet a cloth and cover it down so that the moisture is locked in. Yeah, we usually have one rest day in the week, and well, the weekends we don't go. So it's like 4 days for the week that we head to the gym. Both my husband and I. He does the morning, I do the evening. Well, night. So there's that. So I'm gonna get a cloth to wet and cover this down. So we have a wet cloth and we're just going to cover it down. We don't want that moisture to come out. You have a great rest of your dishes. I will check back with it. Yes, thank you so very much. And also working. Yes, thank you so very much for stopping by. I'm not sure if I'll be going live later. Yes, she does that, and that's why she's laughing. I know. And even when we're gonna put it into the bread pans, she's gonna be picking at it too. That's what she does. I am so accustomed to it. Yes, so I'm not sure if I'll be live later. It depends on what I have to do and what I have to help my husband with, because yesterday we did a lot of cleaning around the property. So that's why I didn't go live yesterday. Yeah. So I'm not sure if I'll be live later, but I'll definitely be live tomorrow because my plumber came yesterday and he had sorrel and he gave us some sorrel, so I have some sorrel to clean, because normally I would use the dry sorrel, but I didn't get any fresh sorrel for the season up until yesterday, so I have that to clean. So let me show you guys what it looks like before I take you guys by the sink. So this is sorrel. This is what it looks like. And we make a drink out of this, right? So we have to just remove the seeds on the inside, and have to remove the seeds and then put it to boil. Wash it out and put it to boil with spices and stuff. Keep some for me when you make. Huh?
Mom!
Yeah, you have to. So we have this to clean tomorrow, so I know I'll definitely be going live tomorrow. But the only thing is I may or may not sweeten it on the live, given that usually what happens is when I make sorrel, or when I put sorrel to boil, I like to leave it overnight to be able to really soak in all of the spices and let it marinate, and then I sweeten the next day. So my plumber gave me some sorrel when he came to do some handiwork home by us here, some plumbing work. I use sugar. I think sorrel takes a lot of sugar, so I use sugar. A bottle of agave here is pretty expensive. Like one bottle of agave is like my big bag of sugar. Is like I pay like a 10-pound bag of sugar 5 pound bag of sugar, I usually pay like 55 TT dollars, 55 to 56 TT dollars, and a bottle of agave is roughly around that price, or like 60 something dollars. So when I make sorrel, it's like a big pot of sorrel. So this is gonna give me a big pot of sorrel, which is gonna work out to probably be like 5 liters to 7 liters of juice I'm gonna get. So there's that. So I have this to clean, but tomorrow, because today is more about the cooking and the more difficult things and the more time sensitive things, because the children need bread and my husband and I need chicken. Where you get 5 pound bag of sugar for that price in the grocery. Let me show you what it looks like. Actually, no, I was wrong. It's a 10-pound bag. So this is actually, I used from it already. So this is half the bag. So this is probably about 5 pounds now. Let me show you. So this is a 10 pound, because look, it says it's right on the bag right there. It's a 10-pound bag, right? So I usually purchase this at a supermarket called Extra Foods here in Trinidad, right? And we buy this because my husband also does juices to sell. So we're gonna need sugar for that, right? But yeah, this is a 10-pound bag, so this is roughly like 5 pounds here remained, and it's loose brown sugar. This is what I use to sweeten my juices with. I do not use white sugar. White sugar is strictly for only like baking cakes and, you know, those sweet stuff. So there's that.
Mario, my feet. It's jumping. It's a paper.
So there's that, yeah.
Mario.
So I'm going to take you guys by the sink to start to clean that chicken, because I do have to make a little more seasoning to season my chicken with, right? So let me take you guys over there. You finished? Okay, good. Do the division for it. Yeah, for those 3 numbers that you did. Do the division. Put on the other dolly so that she watches for me, please. Right, so I just have to clean up my sink because we had breakfast, didn't do a proper clean. So I do have to wash up some stuff here. So I would pass my sorrel tomorrow. Nobody can pass for it tomorrow, because if I make sorrel, then guess what's happening? I have to leave it. I like to leave it overnight to marinate. So, and then sweeten. That's what I usually do. But yeah, when it comes to making juices, we usually use brown sugar and not white sugar. White sugar is for like when I make cinnamon rolls, or if I'm making cupcakes, those sorts of things. Even when I am making donuts, I use brown sugar. Banana bread, brown sugar. So I would tend to use brown sugar a lot to not have things over sweet, so that my children don't, get too hyped. Sponge cake, I should make a video. Well, I have to call my granny just to touch up on that, don't put that in your mouth, just to touch up on my sponge cake skills, because she's the cake baker, and all of my cake recipes, she would have taught me how to do it. So I have to sharpen up on that, because home buyers, we don't really eat much cake. Here we cake here and there, but we don't do it too often. So, but she bakes cakes to sell. So,
Mommy, we have a cake, but we have made cake for that.
you had to make a cake for that. Well, Daddy can't eat cake as much, you know.
Why?
But so, yeah. So I have to call her to sharpen up, or like when I go by her, just to sharpen up on my cake skills. Or if she's up for it, because she's not really a camera person, she really doesn't like the camera. I'll see if I can get her to come and, you know, explain the cake baking process to you guys, well, how she does it. But my granny is usually the black cake and sponge cake, and that is the lady for that. She isn't so much of a bread person. When I say making bread, she likes to bake cakes. I am more the breads, the different types of breads. I will do that. So my chicken is thawed out. We're doing leg quarters. Right? It was frozen, so I have to clean it up. And I like to take off the skin off of do you still do banana bread? Yes, I do. Once banana gets too ripe in the house here, and they get like start getting soft with dark spots, my children don't like to eat it, and therefore I save it to make banana bread. My children and I, because I don't like bananas with too many dark spots either. I save them though, however, for banana bread, and they love the banana bread.
Mommy, I got a banana.
No, there's no more banana. We ate all the bananas.
Mom, why would we eat a banana?
Go check on your brother for me, please.
Okay, come on.
Just peeping.
Oh.
So I like to remove all the gunk. I don't play about my chicken. Clean it all the way down. Sensational Beauty. You have been on, are you a subscriber on my channel? Because you asking questions like you know exactly, but I don't think I've ever interacted with you on a live before. Usually I remember the persons that ask me questions and talk to me a lot. Where are you and where are you from?
Mommy, I so loud the cheese.
Yeah, you're so loud.
I so loud the cheese.
So Sita? Yeah? Okay. So the baby is still asleep, so we can still continue doing what we're doing here.
No, the baby wake up.
No, the baby is sleeping.
I want to wake up. Hey, well, what should I do?
What shall you do? You could go and watch your show while the baby sleeps because you don't want to wake him up.
What? Mother, why do you want to go baby? Oh.
Yeah, I don't play about my chicken, so I really like to get in the nitty-gritty of my chicken. Clean out all the fat and the, because this is thigh. So I like to make sure the thigh is really, really clean.
Mom, I had a banana. Mom, I had a banana.
Yeah, if it could be done the short way, it could do it. If you need to do it the long way, do it the long way, because you still have to practice the both of them. Still have to practice the two versions, long division and short division. And I usually like to clean my chicken with lime and vinegar. Like I use the two of them to cut all the freshness out of my chicken.
My God, I'm tired. Mom, my God, I have to go see. It's a bed. I made a food.
And each pack usually has like six like quarters. So I'll bake like 12 because my husband eats for breakfast, lunch and dinner, and I eat for breakfast, lunch and dinner as well. So
Mom, do you see my hair? Mom, is it a bar? I had to yoke it. Where? Mom,
I am simply baking white bread. No, I am making white bread today. Here, I'll put that on, please.
I put it down. Mom, you can put it down.
Don't put that in there.
I
Take it
know.
out of there.
I know. See.
Give it to me, please. Well, you are not behaving. So if you are not behaving, you cannot stay in the kitchen.
Come to the kitchen.
I think my daughter needs to take a nap. What is it?
Yes.
So we have our bread raisin, and I only poof my bread because I know someone asked me that on one of my videos, how many times do I poof my bread, but I only allow it to poof once. So when I go to bake it, when I essentially go to put it into the bread pans, I would poof it then and then directly put it into the bread pans. Like I don't allow it to double raise and all of that. No. I still have to make some green seasoning, so y'all will see that because I do need a top up. Right, so I finished cleaning one tray. I'm gonna wash all that chicken. Make sure you get out all the gunk that you couldn't take out with your finger, but while it did soak for a little while just in plain water, some of the gunk did become loose. Now to cut the freshness, I'm gonna put a lime and put some vinegar. Can you come and put this extension up in the corner? So we have 2 limes because I'm doing 2 trays. Thank you. And my son just brought me the vinegar. Right, and I'm squeezing the entire lime. as well as putting the rest of the lime into the bowl as well. And we're just going to allow this to soak and do its thing for a while. Alright, we want to cut the freshness. We don't want to have fresh tasting chicken or fresh smelling chicken. So vinegar and lime. If you don't have access to lime or lime juice, you could use salt and vinegar. That is also going to take out the freshness. You can even add a little bit of white flour. It's going to cut the freshness. Yeah.
What if you don't have
Salt, flour.
salt and flour?
So my son is saying if you don't have vinegar, salt and flour is going to work just fine also. Take off the AC and open the back door.
What happened?
Right, gonna discard of this. Right, so we have a little more light happening, right?
I'm so hungry.
You're so hungry?
I need some breakfast.
You're singing. Alright, Michael will make it for you.
Yeah.
Want peanut butter?
Yeah. I don't like this. No.
So you don't want it?
No.
You want it?
No.
Did I say you don't want it? Did I do you even think of taking some of that flour?
Dada, don't put your hand in that.
Okay.
Yeah, my daughter is doing the most today. Can you turn on the volume a little bit on that, please? What are some variations of cleaning that you all do for your chicken? Make sure she can still hear, just don't have it too loud, please.
Be careful underneath the table, Nana.
Okay.
This piece is giving me some trouble to come out. Slipping out. And I also like to punch holes into my chicken so that when we go to clean it and season it, everything gets into the chicken itself. And it just isn't on the surface, especially if you don't have the time to allow your chicken to marinate. So like when I'm doing same day baking, I would tend to only allow my chicken to marinate for like 15 to 30 minutes while I wait for my oven to preheat. So in order for my oven to preheat, I will just allow it that time to marinate, especially if I don't have the time to, let's say, clean and season my chicken the day before, the night before. Because like most times these days, because of how busy my schedule has gotten, with, you know, also trying to make content and come live and my other obligations outside of that, I don't have the time to do a lot of prepping like I would usually do, like in big batches. And my days are also just getting more busier, given that I am a makeup artist and Trinidad Carnival season is coming up. Fets have already started. So therefore persons book me to get their makeup done with regards to fetes and the upcoming carnival Monday and Tuesday. So my days are only gonna get busier, with much more hair bookings, much more makeup bookings. So it's very important for how I prep things. So as it stands right now, I could do the day before kind of prep.
Mommy. Yeah.
1 second, guys.
What's that?
Alright guys, sorry about that. We are back. So we just clean up the chicken. My bread is gonna be ready to go into pans very soon. It has started to double in size. This is a really fatty one, look at it. And I have to take it off because it's just going to release a lot of oils, which is not healthy. It's definitely not healthy for any persons who suffer with any type of heart conditions, and so consuming a lot of oils, even if it's from your meat and stuff. Neva. Get this spoon from me. No, please. One second, guys. Alright guys, we are back. Alright, so I had to go deal with a little bit of a situation, a little bit of a parenting situation. You don't know how parenting gets. Alright, so like I was saying, my days are gonna get much busier. I anticipate a lot of carnival bookings coming in, because I did reach a wider audience when it came to YouTube and my YouTube audience, and showcasing that I am the person behind doing makeup. Because a lot of persons sometimes don't tend to know who is the person behind doing the makeup. They just see all these different faces and they just don't know, right? But in this case, persons have reached out to me via my email, expressing that they are coming to Trinidad and they're gonna need makeup and stuff like that. So, yes, I'm your person to book. Especially if you are going to fets and stuff, So it's very important, especially when Trinidad Carnival comes around, it's very important to start booking early. I did not take early bookings this year, however, for Carnival Monday and Tuesday, but I am going to open up my books, and once January starts, I am going to open up my books to take Trinidad Carnival Monday and Tuesday bookings. So if there's persons on here that are interested in that type of service, and you're visiting Trinidad, or you know someone visiting Trinidad for Carnival, definitely organize to get into the bookings, because Trinidad Carnival makeup tends to book up really fast. Because there are locals that book, there are foreigners that book, So it's really important, if that is something that you're interested in, to reach out to me via email and let me know, and we could discuss further from there in terms of pricing and that kind of thing. So yeah, if anyone is interested, my email address is cheriseauguste, which is my YouTube handle, at gmail.com, or cheriseauguste96@gmail.com. Either one of them, you're gonna get me on. And this is specifically for Carnival bookings. Nice. So our chicken is washed out. Gonna put some vinegar and some lime in there. So we have our vinegar in there. I'm gonna cut a lime. Thank you, PGA Bishop. We have our lime. I'm gonna put the lime in there. I also put, even after I squeeze it out, I put this in there and just, allow it to soak. I do have to take you all back by the table to prepare the bread for pans, because it did definitely double in size. But I just like to wash off my food here first. I am not Jamaican. I am from Trinidad. I am a Trinidadian. We are from the beautiful island of Trinidad and Tobago. Most people, when they at first hear a Caribbean accent, they automatically think Jamaican. But no, we are from Trinidad and Tobago. No, don't do it across like that. You don't have space. Do it going down. That doesn't look very neat. That looks very jumbled up.
You have to do it all over again.
You will have to do over what looks jumbled. No, you could understand that. You're not leaving space for anyone else to understand. Do it over. You don't do it properly the first time, you're gonna redo it. Beautiful, but are you? I like the way you speak. Thank you. Beautiful, but are you funny? Do I look like I come here to tell jokes? Oh, let me know. My husband certainly laughs from time to time, but we are all about the business. Tell us a joke. No, you tell me a joke and I could probably repeat the joke and let's see if it's funny. So I just put like the chicken guts in a bag. Okay, hold up, let me think. I like that. I like the fact that you're gonna think about it. Let me see if I can say it. Let's hope this joke is funny, right? Do you all soap down your sink after you use it? I certainly do.
Me too.
Skip lines. Bring me a cloth, please. Why did the chicken cross the road? Let's hear this. Because you are typing real slow, which is gonna make the joke lag. Oh, that's not funny. Why do you want to get away from me? Or why did the chicken want to get away from me? I'm not even going to repeat that. Alright, so I'm going to take you guys back by the table. Alright, okay, so a nap was definitely needed for my daughter. Alright, so I'm just going to clear my table here. Can't put us anything for because you kill it and cook it. Love that. I sure would. I definitely will kill it and cook it. Butcher it.
So that was a funny joke?
I guess so. Because I love chicken, so yeah. So we're gonna get 4 bread buns, right? So we have our bread buns, and essentially what we're gonna do is we're gonna butter them up. So I'm gonna use the remainder of the margarine. Remember, we used half of it, so I'm gonna use the remainder to butter or grease my pans. This is gonna prevent our bread from sticking to the pans, which is going to make it easier to come out or release from the pans. Right. One pan down. Just gonna put that to the side. Can you take out my water from the freezer, please? Today we have a really hot sun outside, which is gonna be ideal for me to wash. So I do have to put some clothes to wash my eyes because I have just been washing in pots for the last few days. I haven't been doing like a full wash like I usually do.
But it's the door.
No, just leave it in. Thank you. Come on. Thanks. Because I still have to get my dryer fixed, so I have to hang my clothes outside. My dryer has to get a new belt. So I'm very grateful for the days that the sun is out and I could hang my clothes outside. Because then it dries in the day that, you know, I washed it. Alright, so our pans are essentially ready. Where are you from? I am from Trinidad. Kumar. I'm not sure how to pronounce your first screen name, the first part of your screen name. Alright, so I'm gonna lightly dust some flour onto my surface. LOL, just kidding. I love watching you. You're doing a great job. Beautiful one. Just keep being yourself. Anybody would be blessed. Thank you. Hi, son. Billions for everyone. Breadfed, I haven't seen you in a while. How are you doing? Yeah. Is there day in your city? Yes, it's daytime. So my bread has definitely doubled in size, so it's time to put it into the pans. Dear YouTube family, what do you have to tell them? Yeah, it's daytime here. It's currently 12:49 midday here in Trinidad. Alright, so we're gonna portion this into four bowls. See, and we have a nice smooth dough. So our bread definitely isn't gonna be dry. This we know. I am from India and in 2 hours there will be a new year. What about you? We still have roughly 11 more hours to go. It's now midday here in Trinidad before the new year.
It's 10 p.m. up there.
No, it's already, oh yeah, it's about 10 p.m. I'm also doing all of this while the baby sleeps, guys, so trying to make sure I get and do what I have to do while the baby sleeps. Because when the baby is awake, he likes my undivided attention. So we have all 4 bowls down. Now it's time to open it up. And make sure it's all the way open up. And then you're gonna roll it.
Did you put it in the freezer, Mom?
I did. You put that in the freezer. I just took it down and put it in the fridge.
When I look at this like yesterday morning, this like quarter was empty, like this part, and the rest was a full chunk of it.
Yeah, I think you put it up in the freezer. I just saw it and took it out. I think you put it the night before. Alright, so start, and that is when we have to wait for it to really fill up the pan, almost double or triple in size. So what I'm gonna do, just like how we put the bread when we needed the dough, we had to cover it down with a wet or a damp cloth. We have to do the same thing as if it's now in bread pan. So we have to wait for this to double or triple in size before we put it into the oven, which in the oven it's gonna swell even more. So I'm gonna move this to a warm area, which is on the side by my deep freeze where the window is. If you currently don't have sun, and you're experiencing snow and stuff, what you can do, if you have an oven that preheats, you set your oven to 180 degrees and you allow it to double or triple in size for roughly 18 to 20 minutes, and then take it out of your oven and then put it to the desired heat, which is between 375 to 350 to 375. My oven, I put it at 400 because my oven tends to come off, so I put it at 400 to hold the heat for a while, right? But it's really between 350 to 375 degrees for roughly 25 to 35 minutes until it get that nice brown golden color that you're looking for. So let's move this for it to double in size.
Why are you putting it there?
Because I don't want it to get direct heat. It will burn it. It will start to cook the dough. And I don't want the dough to be cooked. I just need heat.
Is this how you wanted it, Mom?
You see? Yeah, that's where you need some. You have more room to see what you're doing. So remember to clean down your work surface. So I am doing that, especially where the flour is concerned. No, what you do now, you are dividing. Where's the number you're dividing by on the side? 2 into, right, 3, yeah, you're starting with 2. Good. Well, I'm just gonna have some morning ooze. Don't tell my trainer with this. He tells me I'm always eating, which I probably am. I have to get the seasoning. Shama, wake up. So the baby's awake, so I do have to go get him. And I'll be right back. Let's go pick up the baby, guys. So the baby is awake. So we're just gonna take a pause.
What's this, Mom? Wings.
Say hi. You take a little nap? Hmm? Did you take a nap? Nap. Oh, that's a big burp. So we're just gonna give him some time. Sometimes he just likes to be held. What's it?
Soup.
No? Okay. Yeah, so essentially I still have to make some seasoning for the chicken to bake, put the bird to bake. That's the plan. I don't know why my son eats in my morning ooze. As parents, do you all have to hide to eat your snacks? Because clearly I need to hide to eat my snacks. Because why is he eating from my snack?
You said that was for us.
Take that back. Also me.
But now you see it.
I have to hide to eat my snacks, guys. Because why? Aren't you supposed to be doing schoolwork or isn't that right?
You can eat while you're doing schoolwork.
Not in school.
Yes.
You can eat while you're doing schoolwork in school?
Yes.
Okay. I have to call Mr. and ask Mrs.
Cause when if somebody eating their fruit and they been finished their work, daddy sit down and eat their fruit while doing their work.
Papa.
That's what I see in school.
That's what you see in school?
Yeah.
Okay.
And Miss told me that.
Okay. You want some? Yum, guys.
This is cereal.
With a ton of sugar.
No.
Yes.
I barely even taking any sugar.
Let's see how much sugar it has in it. 18% sugar. 9 grams of sugar.
If I do not control my sugar levels, I would have been going hypersonic.
Like defrosted. This have sugar in it. I told you it have 9 grams of sugar.
9 grams? How much is that?
2 grams of protein. Are you think that right?
2 grams?
This could never be a breakfast option.
Yes.
Only sugar.
If you have a very
Nothing of nutritional value.
at least it's something for breakfast.
No, it's not.
And the cereal is for breakfast.
Answer this question, people. Is cereal a nutritional breakfast?
Yes.
My son wants it to be a yes. But I'm telling him cereal is not. Cereal has no nutritional value.
The
So,
why?
why what?
The why? When I see somebody eating cereal every day for breakfast
Mm-hmm.
and they good.
How you know they good? You live in where?
No, there was live streaming or something.
So because they like streaming, that mean everything good, right?
Yes.
Wow.
There's a guy named Ben Azalat.
I don't know who's that.
People in chat, please tell my mom who is Ben Azalat.
Anybody know who's that? I don't. What does he do? Is he a gaming YouTuber?
He knows Fulton, Killers, Fulton and Killers.
So my son is heavily into game. Heavily. Right.
Who was that who was knocking the door, Mom?
What's that?
Who was knocking the door?
Knocking the door. Christian. But I told him, well, couldn't come outside.
Oh.
You still have clothes to food and pack away.
That doesn't look like much.
Well, once you do it properly, it shouldn't be much. Rapper, wait a minute. What are you doing, Charm? Mm-hmm. What?
What do you want?
So you are my son. That is why I am watching.
Is there one more?
No.
Wow.
Right. So we just finished our snack. Time to start back doing what we're supposed to do, right? So we're gonna put the baby into the walker and allow the baby to explore a little. Explore. Explore. Gonna allow him to explore a little and us to resume doing what we were doing, which is we have to make some seasoning now. Say hi. Tell them hi. Say hello, how are you? Right, so time to go in your walker.
Sama.
Right. Put on the TV for him so that he can watch the show. Right, so I'm gonna take you guys back by the sink because I do have to make seasoning to season our chicken. Alright, so I'm gonna get my bags of seasoning.
Oh wait, Mom, does it have onion in it?
No, I'm not putting onion in it.
What?
I'm not putting onion in it. I don't put onion in it. So I do have to filter my seasoning here a bit. Because it was supposed to be made like a few days ago. Put on, Miss Rachel. Yes. Just not too loud, okay? So, I just have to get something from my cupboard right down here. I have to get another bowl. We have to empty out our seasoning pack to wash it out. to make sure you wash off. I'm not doing an in-depth cut here because it's gonna go into my blender. So I'm just kind of breaking it in half. What? I suppose.
Because the amount of snails are really nice.
Yeah, and I also have to start back planting, like my son was just asking me, because I stopped for quite a while because we did have a lot of the giant African snail here, and they were completely destroying my plants. I could not deal with it. It was like a lot.
So sweet never came from Senegal.
They have some, but they came the one specifically that we have right now that is eating all the plants, and they are from
Africa.
So a lot of my plants were completely destroyed, and I just kind of took a pause from, planting, because I just couldn't deal with constantly planting, and then there's they eat it through some of the solution that you put to kind of, ward them off and stuff. Couldn't deal with it. But they have currently, slowed down with how much we see in the yard. So I guess I can start back planting. Let me know if there's anything specific that you all use, if you all experience snails wherever you all live, and how do you all get rid of them. Yeah. Michael, I'm supposed to have some pimento in a bag. Not a bag, or a tray in the fridge. Can you bring it to me, please? Bring the whole tray. I'm just gonna put this in the chopper. I wouldn't put this in the blender. It's not a lot.
Seasoning smells so good.
Yeah, it does.
Sometimes I just want to eat egg and seasoning. Like cut up the seasoning, put it in the egg, and cook it.
Yeah, you could do that.
I'll try that.
Yeah, well, you have to get more seasoning for you to try that.
Okay.
Bring out garlic for me, please.
The garlic. Where's the garlic?
I had a whole head, a whole head of garlic, yeah.
A whole head? Where's the garlic? Looks like there was a whole head.
Yeah, bring it for me, please.
Could I?
Put this in the cupboard for me, please.
Okay.
Alright, so essentially we're making season. All of these garlics are good. They're getting kind of soft.
Mama, what you doing? You strong. Mama.
Yeah, so just take it away. And so, garlic, I have to purchase some new garlic. So my season has chive, shadow benny, bandania, pimentos, and garlic in it. This is essentially what I'm gonna use to season my chicken with. Right? So we're gonna, this is what it look like. I'm gonna take it across, take you guys across on the other side, and we're gonna blend it up. Well, not blend it up. We're gonna put it in a chopper, and then come back and season our chicken.
Look at that.
Alright, so we're on this side. I have to move these chargers. I have my chopper here. Where is the blade? Where's the blade?
Bubbling.
Huh?
Bubbling.
Chopper.
I did not.
I find a microphone. Alright, so we have that there. Gonna put in our seasons.
Does this not charge?
The other tablet. No, you may need to put it to charge. Where is this charger? Can you bring a bowl for me, please? Like a small bowl. I have to check out some of the leaves because it's not chopping it up properly.
He said he wants it.
Yeah, that's actually. Bring a spoon, please.
A spoon.
So we have chopped season.
There you go.
some more. Some of the shadow bunny is not going down to the bottom, so I have to probably put that in first. Take out the bigger pieces that just are being stubborn and not blending, or not chopping up for nothing. Let's see if it gets chopped up, guys. If it doesn't, then I'll just discard it. It's trying to be strong. Alright, so we have our chopped seasoning. Now it's time to take you guys back by the sink because we do have to season up this chicken to get it into the oven, guys. And it's discard of the limes, and with soaking it in vinegar, it takes off additional fat, right? So I'm just gonna put it in this side of the sink once we finish cleaning one side. We're gonna put it into, and now our chicken is really clean. You're not seeing any gunk in there. Alright. Michael, you all have ever submitted your drawings to the competition?
No, I don't know. Try logging into Discord.
So why didn't come and ask something?
I don't know. Could you help me put it down when you're finished?
When I finish doing everything, I'll check it out once.
Okay, thank you.
Alright, so it's taking off any additional gunk that we really didn't get off in the initial cleaning. So this really, adding the lime and the vinegar, helps to do an additional cleaning, deep cleaning to your chicken. If there's any skin that you didn't get to take off, it's gonna help take it off as well. Good. So we could discard off that liquid. Now we're gonna put our chicken back in here. Drain it out. So you're gonna put some of that green seasoning in there. Right, generous amount. The orange tin. So when I'm baking chicken, especially as my husband is eating, I usually use the pink salt. I like to put a little bit of cayenne pepper in there as well. It's an orange tin. We have some Maggi all-purpose seasoning. Bring it. Right, and I like to put a little bit of dark soy sauce, especially if to help with color. Right, I'm gonna use my hands to mix this up. Don't knock it until you try it, especially if you don't want to add like ketchup and stuff for your sauces. Then you add a little bit of soy sauce, and it's going to give you a nice color when you bake it in your oven. And it also, you know, it adds salt to it as well. So first batch of Swiss in 5.5 hours. Okay, nice. So our first batch of chicken is seasoned. So I'm just gonna put this possibly in my freezer or my fridge just to marinate for a little bit while we set up the next batch of chicken, as well as to put our oven on as well. Some of the soy sauce still.
Yeah.
Why didn't you clean it up one time? Huh? Get the clothes and remove the stuff that it spilled on, which is your watermelon. So which means, you know, that has something you have to finish eating. Get it out of the fridge. And if it fell on the surface, you need to, on any container, you just clean it up. Ow! Put on cloth to wash. Make sure you don't go on top of any white clothes, please. Alright, so we have our next batch of chicken here. And like I said, I'm just taking off any gunk off of this set of chicken. So this is our second batch of leg quarters. See how we get enough extra gunk. Oopsie. That's what we don't want on the chicken whatsoever. So you just want to put that to the side. Let me know if it's the new year where you all live so far. Because we still roughly have like about 10 more hours or 11 and a half hours to go. Half one. Half one. 1:30. I am in Trinidad. I'm in the Caribbean. Hunter, the gunter. No, I'm not in the States. I'm in the Caribbean.
Hunter the gunter.
I'm in the Caribbean. We are in the Caribbean. We are in Trinidad. The beautiful island of Trinidad and Tobago. So we put it in the green seasoning for those of you who just came in. Then we're gonna add some pink salt. We're gonna add a little bit of cayenne pepper. Some all-purpose seasoning. And some soy sauce. Trinidad, great, you know how to have fun. Yeah, we do. We definitely do in Trinidad. No. No. The baby is coming for my tripod, guys. He was like, yeah, this is exactly what I want. Take him on the next side, son. Alright, so our second batch of chicken is finished season. I'm going to put this into the deep freeze. Alright, and then I'm going to wash down my area. Discard of some chicken stuff. So this bag had all the stuff that we cleaned. Alright, so we're gonna discard of this. We have some things to wash up. I have to let this soak for a little bit because I didn't directly put it into the sink when I was finished with it, and all the dough is stuck to it. So we'll have to come back to clean that. Bring the big pot for more, please, Michael. That one there. You're pressing too hard with the markers, huh? You hear me? Those are alcohol markers, which means you don't need to press down very hard on them in order to color with them. It's still too hard. You're still pressing too hard. If you want to color with the tip, why don't you use the next side? You're supposed to just do like one swipe and it's going to color with it. So I also have to make a bottle for the baby. So while we are essentially waiting for the oven to heat up, I'm going to make a bottle for my son, who is really hungry apparently. Because you all know I'm slowly slowing down on my breastfeeding when it comes to him, so we do have to make his bottle. Alright, so let me take you guys back on this side. And I have his thermos and stuff. Chicken feet, it's more an Asia thing. If he's asking if we cook chicken feet, I'm not sure. We do cook chicken feet here in Trinidad. Just we do like sauces with it and soup. Sauces like meat chow. So we have his tea bottle here. Alright, so we're gonna feed the baby. So the baby has started drinking his tea really nicely, so that's a win, guys. And Dad and I finally got to have a little a while back. Sorry about that, guys. We disconnected for a minute. My apologies. Yeah, we disconnected for a little bit there. Sorry about that, guys. But yeah, so like I was telling you guys, Dad and I finally got to have a date night. Saturday night gone, and it was amazing. So we left the babies, the children, for the first time to sleep alone without us. They were by our neighbors, and great night. This is something that we are trying to also implement into our time, into the time that we spend together and stuff. Hi. So we have our oven heating up. I'm just waiting for it to reach its temperature in order to put in our bread, because our breads are ready to go into the oven as well. So what I may do is I'll put the bread in and probably put in 1 tray of chicken in it, because I will have to do 2 trays as it's 12 pieces. I don't have a tray big enough to hold all 12 pieces, so I usually have to use 2 different trays in order to bake the chicken. My bread has to go into the oven, so I'm gonna do that after I finish feeding the baby. By that time, our oven's supposed to reach its desired temperature for baking. Drink your tea. So what is the plan for today into tomorrow? How do you all plan to spend your days? It's gonna be a relaxing one for me because I'm cooking today, so guys, oh my gosh, I'm a little sleepy, so which means I'm gonna get some rest tomorrow. There's that. Drink your tea. Drink your tea, Papa. And my baby is currently teething as well. He does have two teeth coming out to the front there.
What is it?
Uh-oh, sorry. Usually when he wakes up from a nap, he does not instantly drink his tea. Like, you know, when babies wake up, the first thing that they go for is tea, or they want being breastfed, or they bottle or whatever. My son takes a little while before he has to play, he has to, you know, just kind of socialize and do his thing, and then he comes for tea. And he was bumping me, so, or coming for my tripod, so that was to kind of get the tripod out of the way in order to come to me. And so that was my indicator of, okay, it's feeding time. So breastfeeding allows me to have time to kind of recuperate, heal in all different forms from mind, body, spirit, everything. Um, I'm also not as tired, but my body is a little sore from the gym, so I am feeling a bit slower and a little sleepy. But I don't really sleep much in the day. Guys, my apologies. I don't really take any more naps during the day. I used to get to take at least one nap for possibly like an hour, 1 hour and a half, but that has been tremendously reduced, so I don't usually nap in the day anymore. I try to fit in everything I have to do when the baby sleeps. I try to make sure and get everything that I have done during that time.
Ask my mommy doesn't take a nap as well. But they will still take naps during the day.
When?
Like last week Monday we took a nap.
Oh, last week Monday I took a nap, yeah. So my son just reminded me that I took a nap last week, but and in actuality I don't like do it like every day. Like I used to get to take a nap every single day, but unless my workload isn't very much, then I get to take that nap. But these days, like I said, I've been extremely busy, and I anticipate that I'm gonna be much busier because, like I said, for those of you who are new here, I'm from Trinidad. I live in Trinidad. I am also a Trinidad makeup artist. Um, so it's carnival season as of Boxing Day here in Trinidad. Fetes have started all over Trinidad. Tomorrow is gonna have a lot of fetes too, and up until Carnival, Monday and Tuesday they have fetes. So and then there's the road Monday and Tuesday with the mass and all of that. And I do makeup, so I usually get a lot of bookings rolling in for carnival fetes and stuff to do makeup. So I'm gonna have a very busy season, very busy makeup season. Hair usually comes in here and there where persons come to get their braids done in order to fet for carnival so that they don't have to worry about getting their hair done essentially for carnival. So I am enjoying the time that it's quiet, but telling you, give your life to the Most High, to God. But yeah, I anticipate that I'm gonna have a pretty busy time. This is one of the seasons that I am usually very booked up. Bring this spray from up, please. That I'm usually very booked up. So there's that. Say what? Rastama? What does that mean? Are you trying to say you're a Rastaman?
What? Hey.
You finish drinking, Sissy? This baby is playing. Haha, no, you're Jamaican. No, haha, love that. What's like to a mom? What's like to be a mom? It's a bless. If that's the question that you're asking, it's a blessing. It's very busy though, because I have 3 young children, so essentially, I am always busy doing stuff. So the baby requires a certain demand. Oh my god. The baby requires a certain amount of demand. My daughter requires a certain amount of demand, and my son requires a certain amount of demand. And then I'm a wife, so my husband requires certain things. And when I say they have different demands, their life requires different demands. So like my son, he's preparing for something that's called SEA in Trinidad, even though it's like about 2 years away. They start doing the prep from now, and his schoolwork would require me to be very demanding in that area, and making sure his discipline is in check, because you don't want him to slip in any area to give teachers and those in authority any issues. So there's that area of his life, but he's a very helpful child, so he helps me do a lot of things that I have to do once he's home or off from school. And then like when I am made that time by the age of 45, I will adopt identical. Why would you wait till then though? I'm just asking. I don't know. I know everyone has their preferences and stuff, but I'm just asking. Like, what's that? The vacuum fall down? Michael, the vacuum fall down. Shalom, probably threw it down. So my daughter requires, my daughter is a very attached child. She's very attached to both my husband and I, which is her dad and myself. Do you have a big family, Sis Ambrose? Yes, I do have a very big family. I have one sister and I have 4 brothers. My parents aren't together anymore, so there's that. They have their separate lives. So yes, and then by extension, my family itself is very, very big. Like has a lot of cousins, a lot of aunties, a lot of uncles. Like I have a really big extended family, and everybody grew up together. Like we grew up within the same household. It's just like when everybody got older, who got married and stuff, they branched out to live their own lives, but everybody basically grew up together, and we kind of keep together in when there is family events. So we have a lot of family events, and if there's family traveling from abroad that used to live here, then everybody gathers together and go to the beach and go lime and just have a simple house lime. I live away from my family, which is essentially where I grew up. So I live in Central with my husband now, and I used to live in the East, and which is like Arima area. And a lot of my family still lives in and around Arima environment. So when I go to my granny's house and they know I'm there, everybody just tends to gather there, and I will cook because they like when I cook, or do little cutters or things like that, and everybody just comes over, and then you'll see my brother end up bringing like a bottle of rum or something, and we just sit down and old talk, and that is essentially what tends to happen around my family. And same thing with my husband's side of the family. He's originally from South Trinidad. So when we do go south to visit his mom, it's like everybody comes together. His mom will cook. Well, she cooks when we go down there, and everybody just play cards and that kind of thing. So essentially, we both come from big families. Mine might be a little more connected than his side of the family. Not his immediate family, like his siblings and stuff, but his extended family, like cousins and aunts and stuff. My side of the family is a little more connected, I would say, and it's really big. Like my husband tends to forget who is who because there's so much to keep track of in the time that he has known me, and we have been together for the last 10 years. So there's that.
10?
Mm-hmm. No, you were born at 8. Alright, so the baby just had his tea. Bring the baby high chair, please. You come to see the baby. You're going to behave yourself now?
Yeah.
Yes. So you took a nap and you're happy now? Alright. Yeah, bring the baby high chair, please. So I'm going to put the baby into the high chair because I do need to check my oven to see what's happening with it. In order for us to put the bread in pans. It's ready?
Yeah.
Alright. Yeah. Could you what? Yeah, sure. If you are gonna take this. can't wait. Where's the what?
Cheers. Check the money.
Where's the what?
Cheers.
Check in the bag and then put it in the fridge. Can you all just take a snack, please?
Yes.
This is what you want?
Yeah.
Look at these snacks. These sweets. I used to eat these when I was smaller.
It's for me.
I love Cheers.
No.
Cheers is the best.
No. It's red. I want it.
No, pull it in the pack. Pull it in the pack and bite it. Well, better get something for shawarma. Yeah, Papa.
No. It's not. It's happy.
Yeah, come on. You'll have to wait a little.
For what?
What?
My God, this is where you put the watermelon. You don't like it? I had a mind so I'm gonna eat it because she doesn't like it. So, just one of that. Come for this. It is like a sour candy something. It's like a rainbow sour candy kind of thing. Yeah. Sour belts. It's called rainbow sour belts.
Yes, come to the chocolate big burger. The baby
Alright, so our oven. No, I've never been to Texas. I've never been
Mom,
outside of Trinidad and Tobago.
That's not my mom and they went to Canada.
Mom, do you want to eat chocolate?
No, you go ahead and eat it now. You have fun with it. No, I have not. Hey, I want another chip. Here, Papa.
Wow!
Okay, my son some chips. I'm gonna see what this goodie bag has in it for me. More than likely, the candy my children will not eat it. And please bear in mind that they don't have these things often at all.
Mom, you only have chocolate. Where?
I'm just gonna have a biscuit.
Mom, you want this one?
Now I'll have a biscuit, Mama. So I'm gonna have something called a Big Four.
Wow!
It's like a chocolate biscuit with chocolate cream on the inside.
Mom, chocolate.
How? How?
Salma. Here. Have you ever been to Trinidad? Dixon? Or any Caribbean islands?
I fell to my doom.
I had to go and kind of jumpstart my oven. The igniter is giving a little trouble. So that's why I'm still waiting.
Oh, Mom, it's cook time.
Hmm?
It's a cook outside.
You feel your please. Right, see Katie, I see Katie. Come here, boy.
Mom, I just like to play some game.
Mm-hmm. Mm-mm. This is right here.
I had to play
You want another tip, Papa? Yeah. Oh, my son is playing this game, Roblox.
Strongest battleground.
I don't like
I don't know anything about that game.
Mommy, do you want me to teach you how to play?
No, thank you.
Come on, man.
No. I don't want to play any Roblox.
Okay, fine, but you
And
don't
then you
want
will
to
box.
No.
play. It'll be fun. Mom, do you want to play real fast?
Mm-mm.
Right. Why was I in a boat?
You don't want to play Roblox? No? Shama, don't do this society.
Shalmali.
Here.
Mom, we just not fall down.
Don't worry, we'll vacuum it up after.
Michael, just not fall down.
Look at what he's doing too.
Yeah. We had to clean out the mess.
Alright.
Mom,
Joining in playing ball.
hi.
Alright, so our oven is ready, right? So which means our bread is ready to go into the pan. Let me show you guys what it looks like. So look at how they have risen and gotten very beautifully. So I'm going to put that to bake for roughly about 30 to 35 minutes.
Look at this plate.
They are also going to swell more when they bake.
Mom, can throw away.
No, you can go and throw it away.
Mom, it's done.
Alright, so I'm going to set my timer.
Title.
At 583.
Alright, so I set my timer on my watch. What I am going to do also is I'm going to put my chicken in the trays as well. I'm going to put one tray into the oven. Hi, Papa. Down.
Bro, this person got me.
My gosh, Ria! You had to say that's my sugar. Are you okay?
So we have our tray here. I'm going to get my chicken.
Bro, they're clashing, they're clashing.
My Ria!
Sorry.
So we're going to see how much chicken we have our first bowl here. We're going to see how much chicken fits on this tray. Because some of the pieces of chicken aren't very big. So more than 6 could really fit onto the tray. So our first bowl is finished. I'm gonna get the second bowl. We have another bowl here.
I should have paid more attention.
Yes. So we got 2, 4, 6, 8. We got 9 to fit on this tray. So this is what they're looking like. I'm gonna get another tray to put. We have 3 more to put on another tray. She's not gonna eat. What she picking up? She's not gonna eat.
Got a point there. Mom, that chicken looking tasty.
Looking tasty. Alright, so we put the next tray. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put 4, so I'm gonna just take off 1 from here and add it to that next tray. Alright. The remaining liquid we're just gonna pour it over.
Mom, I need to pour it.
Yes, you have to wait. No more after that, huh? Okay? No more after that. Give it. That's all. No more after that one.
Yes. Yeah, thank you, but it's not awesome. Yeah.
Any one of the chicken that doesn't look like it have enough seasoning on it, I just put the balance there. This first big tray, I'm just gonna cover it with this. And this is gonna go into the oven first because it has the most amount of chicken on it, which means it's gonna take the longest to bake. So I'm gonna put this in the oven first, down on the first shelf, which is closest to the heat, to allow this to bake. My chicken usually takes me an hour and 20 minutes. Christina, hi all. God's blessings to you and your family. Thank you, same to you. So this one, it has the most amount of chicken on it, which means it's gonna take the longest to bake. And like you all know, we already have our bread on the first shelf, so we're gonna put the chicken in on the second shelf, and my oven has 2 shelves on it. So I'm gonna pop that in the oven.
Go.
The other tray may just fit, you know. I have to get foil for this one because I don't have a cover for this. This is actually my toaster oven tray, but I use it to bake chicken in because I don't really use my toaster oven that often because of how much I bake. So my toaster oven could do like 1 or 2 pieces of chicken, but because I bake it in like a big batch, I don't use it that often.
Mom, what's that?
Foil. But I definitely should. And I like to keep the shiny part on the top. And I'm just gonna cover this long. I'm gonna see if it can fit into the oven. If it can fit into the oven, well, that's a win for us. So I'm gonna try to put it in this way. Yay! It fits, guys. So that means we got everything in the oven that's supposed to go in the oven. However, the bread will finish first.
Mom, I need more water.
And today is pretty hot, so we do need water.
I need water. No!
Right, 1 second, guys.
You can stop for me? Uncle, I don't want the mom. Open. Hi guys. Yes. Where's your microwave? How do you need that? Mom, for that.
have to kind of clean up our space because we have children and they have spillage all over.
Mom, I think I want a baby or snack, but you can't reach it.
Oh, he can't reach his snack.
Yeah.
I'll get it for him.
Yeah, but I want to cut the high. But I don't want her on the high. But that's what I have baby want to high tree. But that's what I have baby want to reach.
Yeah, wash it.
Mommy! Dad! Oh, sorry, Dad.
So there's a lot of flour on the ground by me here. So I'm gonna vacuum it up. So you're gonna hear some noise for a bit. My husband told me the other day when he bought the vacuum, he's like, in order to minimize the amount of time that you spend sweeping, just vacuum up whatever mess it is. Yeah, we have to clean that one. So essentially, he said, vacuuming just takes away, also takes away from the amount of times I may have to sweep because I sweep a lot.
Mom, what's
So
that?
vacuuming really did
Mom, what's that?
minimize that. Papa. So our oven is still heated up and it's going really nice.
Mom, what's that?
What?
What's that?
I said chips. That's the baby chips.
Wow, I like it.
You like it?
Mom, I don't like this all.
You don't like the biscuit?
No.
Right, well you can't have any more snacks because you aren't eating them, you don't like them.
No.
You don't like them, so you're not gonna have any more.
Why?
Why you giving me the white?
I have more one too.
Put away the carrot.
You asked for it. Knowing that she will eat all the cream inside.
Ow. Want to hear the best? Please. Give me one.
Can I have one, please? And the baby is also just discovering that he could hold things with his hands and like crush it.
Ma, you have to have more. Thank you. Mom, I have some last one. Mom, I told you thank you. But I'm not asking for you. Check it out.
When I talk, I don't know what to say. Then I see what you want. Mom, I need help with Nada. I'm trying to tell her what she wants, but she's not telling me. Please? Please.
What she wants? So we just doing a little bit of a clean up. Alright, go ahead.
Mom, you want some more snack?
You want some more snack? No, you want some more snack.
I have snack.
You have snack?
Mm. Mom's ready.
No, the bread isn't ready. So essentially, I'm just waiting for my bread to come out of the oven. When my bread comes out of the oven, I'm gonna take a pause. I may or may not come back because the chicken will have a while in the oven and I have to eat lunch and stuff.
Please stay, Mom.
So there's that, right?
Please stay, Mom. Yeah.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, we have to clean up with the vacuum again. Guys, just give me a minute. I'm trying to organize some clothes to wash at the same time. But if I carry the phone outside where my washing machine is, it's going to overheat. So just bear with me a minute.
Mom,
But I'll stay there.
don't take the car. Mom, why are you crying? Don't say quack quack.
I want it.
No, 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 no. My God, we're going to see Montana. What's a Montana? No.
I'm not done. Guys, the visitors from the 2 baskets. Two places. Where is this?
I don't.
I want to check it out. I want to check if it has water. This is from both rooms. Shalom. Y'all, essentially, when I come live to talk to you guys or do anything with you guys, I just forget everything else that I have to do. So, y'all are seeing me doing it in between while I'm speaking to you guys. I'm waiting for the bread to come out of the oven and then I'll just resume everything. Yeah, when you're finished eating it, snap. Michael, 5 more minutes on that. Over the minutes. I have to check my oven to see what's happening on with the bread.
Mom, what's happened? Mom, it's not there. Mom, it's
So
already.
essentially we can start taking out some of the bread. So let me just prepare that.
Mom, it's ready.
Yes, stay on that side.
It's ready.
Michael, push your chair on.
That is ready.
Push your chair.
Mom, I want to take your car. It's outside. Okay?
So this is what our loaf is looking like.
Mom, ready?
Yeah, it's ready.
Yeah.
Stay there. It's hot.
Mom, it's hot.
Another one. We have another one here, guys.
Oh, you're at home. It's done.
And so our breads are finished. Alright, so essentially what I like to do is I like to glaze the top of my bread with some butter or margarine. Oh no. Oh no, guys. The butter fell off. Ouch. That scissors are super small. Nice. So, let me show you guys what it's looking like. So this is what our breads are looking like.
Mom, Mom, look, I see the animals.
You see the animals?
Yes.
And that's what our bread is looking like. Can I borrow your phone, please?
Yeah, I don't see him. I do. Mom.
Where's the camera? Everything just all over the place on your phone.
Mom, it's neat. That's what you call neat.
Mom, we hide away.
One second, guys.
Mom, where you going?
Where you going?
I'm going. I'm going.
Then I'll stay there.
I'm going. I'm gonna paper.
No, I need some flour.
So I got a plate. Hey, the best family shows on. Hi, Eon. How are you? So I went by my neighbor to get one of their plates so that I can give them a bread. They take really good care of my children when my husband and I have something to do, so I want to give them a bread, right? I didn't tell them what it was I was giving them. I just asked for a plate and told them that it's something hot out of the oven. So here's that. No. Right, so there's that. Super. Answer up. Answer up. Huh?
Yeah.
Or your daddy?
Daddy.
Oh my God! Just correctly give the game.
What?
Baby coming out just now too?
Ask my mom.
I'm not being.
Alright guys, so hi Zion. So guys, so I just gave them the bread. They were happy about it. I am great. So I'm just about wrapping up here, as I have a few other things to do. So guys, thank you so very much for tuning in. We did stay on the live for roughly 3 hours. Right, but I do have some things to go and do right now that requires my undivided attention, right? So for those of you who are new here, I go to Princess Thomas. Oh, so you're a child, nice. So for those of you who are new here, welcome to my channel. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more. Turn on post notifications for when I do go live again. And that's it for this one, guys. I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.